I want to talk about an example of troubleshooting that we undertook as a unit in which I was personally involved back in 2009. And the event was repetitive failures of one of the large high lift pumps in the air and water plant. And this failure was going undetected and unable to be troubleshot because there was not enough data on the DCS. So maintenance was spinning their wheels for weeks. The pump would run, trip with no SOE, no reason, and so they kept looking at the MCC, they kept looking at the motor control cabling and the circuits and what have you. Eventually, PCIU was contacted. We went out there and we looked at the system. And again, we being DCS, I being a control system engineer, I just kept looking at the control side. And I couldn't find anything. And finally I said, guys, we need to go to the field. And the engineers that we had sent prior to that, they just kept going to the DCS and kept focusing on the DCS looking for some magic answer. Now obviously maintenance had done their part and were not successful. So we go to the field, and when I get out there I find that there's a local pan alarm panel which shows the alarm, and it is in just horrendous condition. The bulbs are not working. It actually tells you the nature of the failure. So first thing I said to them, to their extreme irritation, is I said, go fix this pan alarm system, put the bulbs in, clean all this dirt off of the shields, and I want to see what alarms are here. And I found something interesting, that in that panel there were some really basic alarms that said winding common alarm, which is basically RTDs. There were 7 or 8 RTDs that were going to a single alarm. Once we got it running, we started the pump, and within 20 minutes it tripped, and the light bulb went on, and it basically said common trouble on the winding. So that was just the first pass. Now to know where to look for the problem. I guess the moral of this story is this: it's so easy for us to stay in our world of Pi and the DCS screens, and keep focusing that. As engineers, we need to get out there in the field, get to the basics, get the basic level of troubleshooting done, and you'll be surprised what you'll find. So that problem had been going on for a month. It took we worked all night just to get the cable going and all that, and by 8 a.m. the following Thursday, I remember it was a weekend, we had pump running reliably, and that was the end of that.